Hello YouTube. Look who finally decided to make a video. I'm back. So today I'm going to make, if you're into comic books, I'm going to make a couple things for out of comic books. So if it's going to tear you up to see me tear this up, you might want to go out. I've started collecting comic books for my grandsons, and I have two of these, so I kept the nicer one to put up for them, and this one I'm going to destroy to make some really cool comic book things. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, I bought this little gift box from, of course, the Dollar Tree. I'm going to cover this with the comic book, and then this little piece I'm going to take off and cover it as well, and then put it back on here. So pretty simple. It'll make a nice gift box for a comic book lover. Let me find a good page. This is a good page. So I'm just going to do like so to figure out where my line is, which is right here. Let me get those out of the way. Y'all, the weather has been so gorgeous. It's been really hard for me to make myself make a video. But today I'm getting caught up on all my gift making. My gifts are almost complete so that I can get them into the mail. Okay, I made my line where the end of the container is, but I'm going to go a little bit further so it can go across the bottom. And then I'm going to cut some little lines in it so it will curve. While I have this one here, I'm going to go ahead and make my circle for the bottom. The top we're not even going to cover because it has this nice little sealed cover. So we're just going to cover this and put it back over where you won't see that one. So if you have a comic book lover, this would be a nice gift box to put their comic in, or to put their present in, or you could make it for a box for them to like put on their desk or something. You could do this and put some homemade cookies or candy inside. And I'm also going to seal it. So they could keep it if they want to. There. Okay. Back to this. That's going to go about halfway around. So I'll cut one more to match. Simple enough. It's gonna work. You could use squirt glue, glue stick, whichever you prefer. Well, I'm going to try to get this all the way to the edges. Because this will go under the rim. All the way on this edge, and across the middle. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. Just about perfect. I'm still going to have to trim that off a little bit. But I'm going to seal it. So I'm going to let it dry for a minute while we work on the next project. Came out pretty good. After it dries, I'm going to give it a coat of Mod Podge. Because the paper is so thin, I don't want to spray seal it. I love the spray sealer, you know, I use it on everything. But I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge first to kind of give it a little substance. So I'm going to let this dry, put a light coat of Mod Podge, let that dry, and then I'm going to spray it with my triple clear sealer. So while that's drying, oh, I've got to do this top as well. How about right here? Well, I kind of like to get a character on the top of it. With some words. Oh, I'm going to do this one right here. That'll be pretty good. Again, you want to get it all the way to the edge. I probably should have made it longer so I could have flipped the edges over. But I think it'll be fine after it gets sealed. See, I missed a little edge right there. The color's showing through, but once it's on here, you won't see it. You won't notice it. That actually looks pretty good. Look how cute that's going to be. And how easy was that? Now the next thing that I'm going to make, I got these at the handy dandy Dollar Tree. Two for $1. They're nice and sturdy. I'm going to make a bookmarker. So, let's see what we've got here. So, this side is nice and slick. I'm going to use that for the back. But you also could cover both sides if you wanted. I'm going to put this on one side, punch a hole. I had some gross grain ribbon somewhere. Anyway, I'll find it in a minute. Do I want to do that? Or do I want it to flip around the back? Yeah, I guess I should cover the front and the back or it's going to look funny. Because this is so old and yellowed. This comic book is from 84, I think. May of 84. So it's a little bit yellowy. So I'm going to make it, you know what, I'm going to put the epilogue on the back. Because we don't want a bookmark that's this wide. So I'm going to make it to here. Again, this would be a nice gift for a comic book lover. They don't have to use it for a comic book. They can use it for whatever they're reading. Ah! Why am I being retarded? Let me see. Right to there. So I'm going to use this little fold so that the end will be sealed. I'll wrap my comic book around and leave that for the bottom. The same here, I can make a little fold, bend this under. Once I get myself a straight edge. Well, my straight edge isn't very straight. Now, is it? Good enough. I'm going to bend this under right there. Perfecto. Well, not exactly perfect, but perfect enough. There. Beautiful. Doesn't get much easier than that. Sturdy enough. So I'll seal those off camera and then show you the finish. Here's another thing from good old Dollar Tree. Good old China. All right. Make sure you get it upright where your hanger is on the right. You don't want to put your pictures like this. Pretty sick looking comic book, don't you think? Rats and needles. If it wasn't so disgusting, I could use part of the front. Maybe I'll use the title to put on my black sign that's going to go on top. I really don't want to put that picture. Oh, maybe I'll use these Masters of the Universe. Yes. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto. We have some weather coming in. I wanted to go walk on the beach. Y'all, it's been so nice without all the tourists. I mean, there are a few, but, and I'm sure there are more today with Thanksgiving coming. But not like normal. What do we want? This side. I want this blue. Now, if you had some newer comic books that were really colorful, it would make a nice one. But I believe after these are sealed, it will brighten up the color. It'll give it a shine. Kind of like this. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking I'd cut this straight as well. Ah! And look, I left the hole right there. Oh well, doesn't even show up. Can't even tell. All right. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle-doop. Criminy. Not bad, not bad. Wait. It's a little hole, but the blackness from behind matched up perfect. Oops. All right. Now look, if we put a really colorful guy on top, I think I'll just try to get the guys. Well, if I put Masters, yeah, I think I'm going to get the Masters of the Universe part in there. You know, I'm going to glue it on this side. The glue will stick easier. Get out of here. Yeah, the glue will stick better. See, and then I'm going to pop it up like that with the little pop dots. Or you could put it on an angle. You could trim around it. You could put it flat. Put some kind of piping around it. Okay. Now, if you're really not into the comic book, don't know anybody that's into the comic books, don't have any comic books, which actually you can find them at the secondhand stores, garage sales. But if you're not into the comic books, let me show you my other little idea. My other idea is the same thing with sheet music. And you can get this, I got these for 40 cents a piece at a secondhand store. I'm going to cover this part with his sheet music, probably have the bad Leroy Brown part sticking up front, up top. The music on there, and then I'm going to cut him out and put him on top of it, popped up. I'm going to cut the shape out of here. Put him on there, popped up. Or, in fact, you could put this on an angle and put him on there, popped up. So that's another idea. Okay, so we've got the wall sign. This, I did find my gross grain ribbon, which is a good sturdy ribbon. Just gonna punch a hole. Let's punch it right here. We're going to color that first. And you need to burn the edge of this. Not burn it, but you take your lighter a little ways away from it. I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to... All right. What a mess I've got going on up in here. I'm going to use this for my surface. All right, let's do this and see if it helps it any. Well, just want to put a light layer. If we put it too thick, it's going to bubble up the comic book since the paper's so thin. Wah! Didn't really darken it up any, as I had hoped. These are so old. Of course, like I said, you can get a newer one that's still bright and colorful. Or in fact, if you've got a printer, you could go and just print out some comic book pages, I bet. That's actually a good idea. You could print out the exact character that you're looking for. Like the He-Man or Masters of the Universe or Marvel. Oh, sorry for bouncing y'all around. I still have not figured out a good holder for my camera that doesn't bounce around. So if y'all have any ideas, leave me a comment and let me know. Well, I also have this lapel microphone on, so I need to get a wireless one because it has a wire and I keep snagging onto that wire. And yanking y'all around. And if y'all didn't know, and you don't have Mod Podge, you want to do a project, you don't have the stuff, you can make your own Mod Podge out of, you have to Google it, but I believe it's glue like that and water. I think it's just thinned down glue. So if you're like me, you get in the mood to make the project, but you don't have the stuff, where I live on the island, often you have to go off the island to find what you need. Turns into a whole rigmarole and you say, forget about it. So I'm just putting that out there, just in case. It's bubbling a little bit, but I think after it dries I can flatten it before I spray it with the sealer. I didn't want to try to spray the comic book with the sealer. I believe it would be a disaster. But this will give it a little base coat. See where it's bubbling a couple places? This Mod Podge is so thick. But we're not going to sweat that. And I'm going to complete this one before I glue it on there, because I don't want to seal that. That's already got a nice seal on it. There. Ah, yikes. See, it's already getting a little bit of shine on it. When it gets all the way dry, I'll put a book on it, let it flatten out before I put the final coat of the triple gloss. Okay, we just gotta wait on everything to dry. Oh, forgot about this little guy. I have got quite a mess going on right here. Okay, here we go. I have completed the sign with the clear spray enamel to give it some shine. The bookmarker, all you do is take the ribbon, tie a little knot, burn the, well, you don't burn them, but you heat up the ends to keep them from fraying. And this turns out to be my favorite little piece. I think it looks adorable. So that's the project. And now, so that I won't be late for next week, I'm going to go ahead and make my next project and schedule the video to be up for next Tuesday. And that video is going to be the little pipe cleaner teddy bears. Several people have videos on them. I have a way that I make them. I'm kind of addicted. I learned how to do it. I found some stuff on Pinterest, and then I went searching and I found several videos, and I found several little blogs about it. So I put a little mixture. I've already made 1, 2, 3, about 4 little bears. Well, more than that now. I've got my granddaughter addicted too. So she's 7, and her very first little bear was adorable, really cute. She's a little crafty girl. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to get on that right now. So that video will be scheduled for next week. And it will be on time on Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe. See you then. Bye.